Hey guys, it's in the stars and welcome back to another gameplay guide for Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be taking another look at Leoric. We did check him out when he was first released, but since then, well, he's kind of hit the top of the most win rates on Hotlog, so he's definitely in a really strong position at the moment. And the community's sort of fallen on a couple good builds that are definitely his strongest point. So we're going to take a look at what those are today. And really the whole way that we build Leoric now is all revolving around sustain. Not so much the other things, but just all about that life sustain. So here we're going to pick up reanimation. This is going to give us even, so it's going to give us a small amount of life back every second. I can't remember what was it exactly to say. Well, hey, better start paying attention. If you haven't played Leoric, what does he do? He has an a W, which is a small life steal, and the longer that it stays on, the more life you're going to get back every second. I'm gonna need to get some help up here, please. It looks like we have 3. Just letting the friends know that this is definitely going to turn into a bad situation, as I cannot solo this lane. Here we go. Good concussive blast does just stop me from applying my life steal. Zeratul going super hard, almost picks up that kill, but unfortunately we do miss out. So what is that life steal bonus? It's 1.5 health per. Increases the regeneration by 1.5. So it's a small life steal, so the more glows we get, the more of that we are going to gather. So we're going to keep pushing these lanes now that there's no one here to stop us. And actually tap before the seeds come in. Alright, I'm just going to focus on getting seeds, get them, and really play the objective. It's the best way to win the Garden of Terror. Win this map is just getting that Garden of Terror. The thing to note with Leoric is he's really good in like sort of 1v1 team fights, but he's horrible at okay, free seeds, thank you. He's horrible at taking mercs. So there's a few mercs on this map. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to get any of them without either taking a huge amount of damage or the help of others. We do see a hammer quickly squeeze by. See if we can get it. No, looks like he's going to get away. Don't want to chase it too much. Here we're going to pick up Fealty unto Death. This is going to give us health back based on how many, based on the minions that die around us. So if we get the body blocks happening good, really good body block by Zeratul does enable us to get in maximum damage and pick up that hammer kill. Ooh, Murky, hey, keep going. Not going to chase Murky, do not need that quarter of a kill. Going to head in and help out our Reina. Unfortunately just missed the life steal. Gonna get in here and defend block for my Tassiter, let him escape. And I gotta watch out for as soon as that Butcher's brand comes in. Doesn't look like he's decided to apply it, so I'm just gonna go in with the big swings and see what we can do. Unfortunately, he's healing off of Zeratul, so Zeratul needed to get out there a little bit quicker. He probably would have saved his life and would have made things so much easier. Unfortunately, I've hit the wrong target, hit Murky with that life steal. Oh, time to leave Zera. So did I say Zera's will find maybe Reina. Alright. So we're still sort of fighting around this Garden Terror, and none of us seem to want to hit it. So I'll be the first, I'll oblige. Now, I'm just going to get caught in here, aren't I? Alright, we're just going to get the life still going. It does look like we were stunned, so we are body trapped as well. This is going to give us a chance to show you one of the great things about Leoric is his ability to come back into fights without having to leave, and just like that, missed that one, and now I'm going to have to leave because I am branded. Here we're going to increase the range of our Q. This will really be effective soon, as you'll see it a little bit later, as it combos into another ability of ours. I'm going to use our Wraith Walk, and that's our escape mechanism. So we're going to probably use that a little bit more. Completely didn't use it in our last team fight, which was a bit silly of me. Now, what? I'm gonna have to walk out of here, and I'm actually gonna have to be back. Monkey doing a good job of pushing lanes while we all muck around. Now we can still get our own Terror if we get all of these seeds. And that one seed too. So I'm being that I need some assistance. And while we have that life still going out, we are quite tanky, so hey, there's needs some assistance here. Come on friends. Don't worry about the fighting, let's just get this happening. I'm going to have to get out just in the nick of time. Does look like we can tap. Amazingly, we do have a slight level lead, so that level 10, getting that level 10 that little bit earlier may come into play very soon. Sucking up a lot. Here we go. March. Pick up March. This is going to be a huge amount of life regained for us, along with the ability to do some really crazy amounts of damage. Here we go. Now, picked up 2 kills. Alright, game on. Let's start hitting this. Let's start getting this Terror going. Go on, friends. Let's not get distracted. The Terror is the name of the game. And with the Terror, we will be able to take down a couple towers as well. Beautiful. Look at this. This is amazing. Perfect.
The infested will return again.
Alright, good job, absolutely. So out of that, we did get a 10 before them. We also managed to get the Terror and kept them from getting the Terror. Which means we have to be right on point next team fight. Next garden phase, because they probably, if we're not careful, they will have a stronger Terror, and we will not. So getting the first Terror is always a risk that I would usually take, in the sense that you put yourself at the risk of not snowballing enough when you get that first Terror. What do I mean by that? Because we have a Terror now, and it's 8-minute Terror. It's not as strong as potentially if they get the only Terror next phase. They will have the stronger Terror and more likely to be able to take out at least extra towers or something like that. Looks like I'm just getting annoyed by this Murky so much that I'm gonna have to go back. He's been able to do a lot of work, push down at least one tower. I don't want him to just keep getting away with it. I'm probably more useful. I'm definitely more useful fighting with my friends. Now that I also have Black March up. I'm gonna start draining some of this life to help me a little bit, but it looks like I'm gonna just survive. Alright, cool. Here we're gonna pick up... I'm just gonna pick up Burning Rage. There's a couple other options, but I think definitely Burning Rage, just getting that little bit more attack damage in, can usually be pretty beneficial. Other options we could take in is Crushing Hope. This is when you apply your drain, and if it lasts the full distance, you do get a damage bonus, but I just feel like it's so inconsistent, where with Burning Rage I can stand in the middle here and just do a whole bunch of extra damage. With the help of Reyna, we can absolutely take Merc camps. It's just really hard to do it solo because of the fact that our W does not affect Mercs, so if we throw it out, it's just going to go straight through. It's no good, so... and that's one of the main reasons why we're so tanky in teamfights, is that health lifesteal. Oh, hey. Butcher gets blown up. Let's see if we can also help out in taking out any of these heroes. No, not when there's 3. Gonna wait for some backup. Actually, never mind that. We're just gonna go get seeds instead. Alright, so with Fealty Unto Death, I'm not sure if I explained it completely. It's when minions around me die, I gain a little bit of health back. So if we stand in the middle of a minion wave, if Reyna's gonna help. I'm not sure. Don't worry about Murky Reyna. Just let's do this. So when we kill minions, stand in the middle of the pack, we're actually going to be able to get a huge life bonus when we completely eliminate that pack with one of our Q swings. So it's a great way to sustain in fights, sustain in lane. Is just getting minion kills, and the more that we do that, yeah, the longer we will be able to hang around. So we did really well there. We did get our own Garden Terror to combat their Terror. So in this instance, grabbing that first Terror was completely the right. We did get the most out of it. You know, once again, I'm not going to be able to get those Mercams. I'm just going to have to defend. We did miss that, so I'm going to have to watch out. For 10 seconds, I'm really going to have not much sustain. Unless I march. Now we've got the thing out, but we're gonna die. No. Alright, so here we're going to go with Consume Vitality. So this is going to give our swings the ability to get life back as well. And while we're dead, we can apply a slow with our swing, and our W does still almost give us a life return, as well as it decreases our death timers. We're just going to apply some more slows here. Good Concussive Blast is going to keep me from still draining life. Push back. Push them back. Should probably go help out our Terror. No point getting distracted by 2 when it's taking us 2 to distract. And end up getting it. Alright, let's see if I can show off Fealty Unto Death. So as you can see, we just get all that life back with that swing. We weren't, super damaged, but you can imagine. Alright, you can apply your, as I forgot to mention, you can apply your W, Drain Hope, to things like the Dragon Knight and the Garden Terror. I think that is determined because it takes a person to get into these sort of bosses, where normally you cannot apply it to like the Mercs. So don't forget to use that to your ability. See if with Zeratul we can get a kill here, if he's paying attention. Doesn't look like he is. I'm going to use March to get that heal off, but unfortunately we're going to have to just disengage. Reyna looking like he's in a lot of trouble now. Good. See if we can turn this around. The Butcher's mark is on Tacita, keeping that Butcher nicely topped up. So once again, always one of those things, if you're fighting a Butcher, you've got to be super on the ball with who the mark is on. Are you the one keeping the Butcher alive? And then if you are, you have to disengage really quickly, because the longer that Butcher's Brand is on, yeah, he's just gaining so much health back.
Your enemy has uplifted foot. The shamblers rise again. Free my seeds.
Alright, time to get back to gaining seeds. Don't want to miss out on this Terror. So you can start to see how the amount of sustain is building up. We now have sustain when through collecting globes, which we could always be doing a better job of collecting. We now have sustain when we're killing minions. We have our W, which is our Drain Hope. Whoa, Murky just got deleted. And this whole combination really keeps Leoric in the fight, and then you add that on top of the fact that his death mechanic is one of the best in the game. It saves him so much time between fights, it's ridiculous. And actually here we're going to pick up Spectral Leech as well. So this is once again another sustain ability. This is where did we go? No, it's gone. Okay.
And with it, my children.
So Spectral Leech, basic attacks, deal extra damage and heal you. All about that extra sustain. Alright. Cool, there we go. So March working perfectly in sync with almost like a wombo combo. The Octo Grab, keeping Zeratul locked in my March radius was pretty crazy then. Ooh, Murky's egg. Get the Murky, get the Murky, get the Murky! And we should get the Murky. There we go. I'm gonna take a bit of damage here. No big deal. Alright, we're doing a good, decent job.
I hate to say it, but
Gonna get this life steal happening.
There, your terror has come to life. Use it to harvest.
Damn that
your
polymorph.
enemy's corpse.
Yes.
Now, if we can keep this Terror locked in his base, this is going to be really, really, really good. Because our Terror is almost here. Missed that. Does look like they may have potentially given up. That was a really, really, really random Terror. Right. Polymorph. Polymorphed Butcher is unfortunately no good. Pretty useless. So here we go with just going to keep pushing the lanes. I want these catapults to be as safe as possible. Yeah, there's a Zeratul. If I get the life steal on him, he's going to be in big trouble, and he does manage to die. Got March up if needed, but doesn't look like we will. So this was Leoric. He can. They've only delayed the inevitable. See if I can get a free little March in there. But he's top of the food chain at the moment, so he's going to be add him to your rotation, and you'll do really well.
Victory.